We start by going to the site KeePassX.org and click on the downloads link, at which point we see we have a Windows bundle for us, which we download, and we can extract this anywhere we want to. We can do it on a thumb drive. I'm going to plug in an external drive to mimic how we would do this on a thumb drive. And I'm going to go ahead and extract to the root of my thumb drive. Now this program is self-contained, so as long as we carry the folder that contains the program files and the database, you should be good to go, no matter where we are on any computer. Okay, now we go over to our, so it creates a folder on the thumb drive called KeePassX. Going inside KeePassX, we see that there's only one program file, KeePassX.exe. We'll go ahead and run that. Now, the very first time that we run this program, it's going to ask us, well, it came up with a blank screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new database, since this is the very first time that we are doing it. And it requests us for a password. And I'm going to go with a very simple password. This one is test. Now, in real life, I would recommend that you choose a more complicated password, but one that you can definitely remember. So here we have our test. Okay, and these are our groups. So I'm going to go ahead and rename them. I'm going to call that work, and I'm going to rename that to personal. And then you can also add a new group right here. So I'm going to add another one and call it consulting. So we have three groups. So I go over to personal, and I have a account on chess.com. So I'm going to put in my title, chess, and my username, and the URL for chess.com, and my password. And once I hit OK, there it is. Chess.com. So if I right click on this particular entry, I can click on open URL, and it's actually going to take me to chess.com. There we go, we're on chess.com. And then I go over to our KeePassX file, right click on the chess entry and say copy username to clipboard, and I go over here and paste, and there it is. And I do the same thing, copy password to clipboard, and go back and paste and log in, and here I am on chess.com. So I didn't even have to type my username or my password once I enter it into this database. And one beneficial side effect of this is it totally defeats keyloggers. If you had to use this on a system that you were not sure was compromised, you could safely use this particular software and not worry about the keylogger software actually capturing any of your information. Now getting back to KeePassX, since we have already done some work here, we're going to go ahead and save it. And save it in the same location as the executables, which in our case is on the external thumb drive. So I'm going to call it test. Save it, and there it is saved. Couple of things I would recommend just as safety options is under extras, setting, automatically save database on exit and workspace locking. And that way, even if you forget to save it, the program will automatically save it for you. And another one that I like is under the security tab, says lock the workspace and lock the database. This essentially means that if you happen to step outside for a cup of coffee, somebody can't come over and start peeking through your passwords. Oops. Okay. So once you set those couple of options, you can go ahead and start entering all the different entries that you want. Now, if let's say I didn't know the complete title and I need to search for it, I'm just going to put in CH, and lo and behold, there it shows up. So if I had 10 different entries that started with CH, they would all be listed here. And that's usually what happens. My current password database holds approximately 100 passwords, and so it's very rare that I can remember what the exact title is, and so I tend to use the search feature quite a bit. And with that, I would say that concludes our introduction to KeePassX. And there, you see, it locked because I was inactive for 20 seconds. So that concludes our tutorial for KeePassX. Thank you, everybody.